stream to his light switch and run it through a pulley he'd secured where the ceiling greets the wall. And sure enough, I saw it hanging there, could see him as a kid, a teen, clasp the long string he'd strung and lunge back into his bed. The chill creeping through the floor, boards, a small boy's plan to not surrender his toes to the icy grips again. One pull of the switch to join the night. But first he'd sit coddled, eater down, tucked tight to his chin, study the word and words of what's been left to the damp, boxed by the foot of his bed. His room rarely stirred once he'd moved, and now the old house not lived in since my nana passed, a widow, mother of 5, 6 including a step she mothered as own, and 7 when you count the infant death. A mother always does. The black and white still hanging on the walls, shedding papers she chose, breathing mold of lives, sprouting spurs of new ones, aging at the peak of the lane, its plaster and pebble dash cracking under the weight of its years. My father's childhood home, where the pulley hangs, the dip still, in the pillow where his head used to rest.
I'm going to read one of my Candyland poems. This is called Reflections on a Candyland Romance, Making the Mint. I dragged a Jolly Rancher axe through peppermint thickets, dyed my hair hot pink to match my workman's parka, took orders from a man whose legal name is Mr. Mint, a matchstick maniac who believes in wedding cake mansions and cookied out cars. I felled colossal candy canes, thrice my size at least. Every last one of them endured a minimum of 5,000 thwacks before the crash. I did this for a salary, equivocal to sour gummy worms, enough to appease our taste buds, even though it upset our stomachs. Hauled 10-ton red and white tree trunks through sugar storms like snowfall, so you could tell the neighbors I'm gainfully employed. I let the 12-hour day weather my smile to frosting, let the winter cloud cover zap my eyes skittleish static red. One morning mid-swing I let the blade of my axe drop and shot the ground instead. Wailed wild prayers to something less than nothing, hoping for a return to the first time I felt you breathe my name on the back of my neck, when we needed no reason to vest faith in the heft and intent of our gestures and words, because we knew what new couples remember, and marriage so often forgets that the proof is not in the providing, but in how we manage to find our ways back to each other, day after week, after month, after year, over and over, through this bizarre wilderness, with hands empty enough to hold.